Hello everyone. In today's lecture, what we are going to see is what are the databases. In database, how to create a table. After we create a table, how to insert the data, how to retrieve the data, meaning fetching the records from the table, and fetching the records using different clauses. So that's the agenda. Let's get started with that. So this is MySQL Workbench. This is my client tool which connects to a database. So while we are connecting to a database, I have already some databases created in the database server. So I have the host name, port number, everything already configured. So I will use the existing database and show you how to create tables, insert data, retrieve data using different clauses. So let's get started with that. Let me open a new query editor. So here I'm going to use, on the left hand side, these are the databases. As I said, we'll use new database. Use new is this is the command which I will execute, which will tell my database server that whatever queries I'm going to execute further, it will be executed on this database, which is called as a new database. I'm executing with this icon here. Once this is executed, we can see here 728 720. This is that's where this use new has got executed. Now after this, let us create a table. While we are creating a table, I'll just copy a syntax from another tab just to save the time. So here we are able to see create table student. Let's create a table called as students. Create table students using their IDs, first name and mobile number. So while I'm executing this query, what I have to do is either click on that icon which I just showed you, this one, or control enter. So here you can see the query is running. Create table students. This table is already created. How will you check if the table is created? Is using select star from students. Just copy paste this name from here to here so that you don't misspell the table name. Here you can see that it was fetching, it was saying. So here I can see in the result grade there is an output, but as there is no data and we have just created the table, so I'm not able to see any of the data here. Let us try to insert the data here. So while I'm inserting, I'm just again copying the syntax here. Insert into students, into ID, first name and mobile number, and these are the few values which I'm copying. So while I'm executing, you can see here it was running and it has got executed. The records has got inserted. I am inserting another record here. And like this you can insert many more records. If you want to insert, let's say, for 100 records, will you execute the same query again and again? No, you can execute in a bulk fashion. You can get those records in Excel and you can also import the Excel into a table. We will look into that, but for now, for today's agenda, we will understand how to retrieve the data. So while I am executing this query, select star from students, you will understand how 100,001, 100,002. These are the two students what you have. How can I know how many records are there in the table? For that, what you have to do is select count of 1 from students table. So while I'm executing this, you will see 2 as the output because I have 2 records in this table. How I can execute and retrieve specific students records from this, that is using a where clause. Using where clause, what I can do is use where clause, give a column name after that, first name equal to, give a specific student name for which you wanted to retrieve the record, and you are good to execute this query. Once you execute this query, you are able to see only the record which is only with this specific first name. That's all for today's session. Thank you for joining.